Good morning and welcome to the Media Speaks Live Saturday morning news show. Good afternoon, everyone. A show you can watch later on tonight. I'm DLAKE for PREZ. I'm joined by Sam I.B. DiGANGI, Sam with the correct views, and the band passing time, Samuel.
Welcome to the Saturday edition.
I'm sorry, Sam. Say that again, please.
Greetings, unsettled souls, and welcome to the Saturday edition.
Great. So I have the headlines: Trump versus elites, Cliton in SC, South Carolina. Sam's amazing science news that we'll get to. And let's start with the first one first. Trump versus the elite, Sam. Donald Trump is rising in every poll nationally and in the various states, and Super Tuesday's coming up, and he had a big debate. And am I one of those news people that's like gratuitously uses Trump in my headlines and stuff? Sam, what do you think?
On Right Side News, he's live actually right now. He was talking about suing journalists that print untrue stories. That could be a slippery slope. I hope he would.
Well, I sort of saw that. What's the name of that?
A lot. That worries me a lot.
No, I know, but it was just like, since I've been covering news, just in the past 3-4 years, there was a media law that was overturned, and I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it basically says that the media can tell truths, half-truths, sort of truths, and shit that's not even true without being prosecuted in any way. And Trump was kind of trying to say, maybe you should watch your libel there. Watch what you print about people that's not true, because we should be able to sue you for millions of dollars if you print shit about me that's untrue. So, I mean, how do you feel about that?
I worry that he's got the money to be able to go after everyone and make whatever he wants true if he chooses to go in that direction.
I mean, it's going to be painted as an assault on the First Amendment, but I don't think that's necessarily what he's talking about.
I hope it's not, because I mean, like I said, I'm likely voting for him, but everyone
wants to compare him to Adolf Hitler, Sam, and how do you feel about that?
Oh, they compare anybody that actually talks with some kind of a force that isn't PC Adolf Hitler. That doesn't concern me very much. But I'm more.
The problem is, Sam, I believe if you have crowds of larger than 3,000 to 4,000 people, all of a sudden you become Adolf Hitler, and that is not right. I'm Bernie Sanders. Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
I think I hope Trump doesn't have overly dictatorial to his president.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the brush that they're painting. He's so authoritarian. And so I have in today's top news, Trump versus the elites. Let me go to my other pages here. Let me see here, Sammy. Screen share, what do you say?
Let's do it.
Inside the Republican Party's desperate mission to stop Donald Trump, on the New York Times, that Trump says is a piece of garbage. The scenario Karl Rove outlined was bleak. Sam, that's the first sentence. Karl Rove.
Rove's not affiliated with the campaign, is he?
We all know that Mr. Rove, the master strategist of George W. Bush's campaigns, well, he insisted it was not too late for them to stop Mr. Trump, according to 3 people that were present at the luncheon on my birthday, February 19th, where Mr. Rove warned that Donald Trump's increasingly likely nomination would be catastrophic, dooming the party in November. At a meeting of Republican governors the next morning, Paul R. LePage of Maine called for action, seated at a long boardroom table at the Willard Hotel. He erupted in frustration over the state of the 2016 race, saying Mr. Trump's nomination would deeply wound the Republican Party. Mr. LePage urged the governors to draft an open letter to the people disavowing Mr. Trump and his divisive brand of politics. But if you scroll through the whole long, gigantic article that I'm not going to read, and there's Mitt Romney and blah, 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 I'm losing my voice over it, and Governor Christie endorsed Donald Trump, and then when you get down to the very last part of the article, on Friday, a few hours after Mr. Christie, governor of New Jersey, endorsed Mr. Donald J. Trump, collected support from a second governor who in a radio interview said Mr. Trump could be, quote, one of the greatest presidents. That governor was Paul LePage. You see how New York Times does it? At the very bottom is the revelation that Mr. Page, from the very top of the page, is the one that was against him, but now he's for him.
Well, there's a reason that
and Christie is for him, and Mitt Romney is not for him, and Mitt Romney wants his taxes. And how do you feel about it, Sam? I.B. DiGangi.
There's a reason that the New York Times was used as the paper of mockery in Dr. Strangelove. Also, I think in terms of him being one of the best presidents since Reagan, that's what we're hoping for. I mean, that right there is what we're definitely all hoping for. I think that now would be a great time for a president to step up with that kind of leadership, especially once again dealing with Russia. So, I mean, that would be nice. You could hope for it. I think also the reason they want to cheat him so badly is because I think he will be harder to buy. He's going to be harder to pull onto your side. I think what a lot of people worry about with him though is if he doesn't get what he wants, and what he wants maybe in a particular instance isn't best for the country, then he'll push it through anyway. I know that when I saw him standing beside Christie, I saw the thumbnail before I hit it. And I thought if he declares this man as his running mate, Trump just lost my vote. Because I can bend. I can be a libertarian voting for a populist if I have to, but I am not voting for Christie. That was terrifying to me.
The Christie was terrifying. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Christie is the vice president in any shape, matter, or form. I think he's a good friend. I think it's a good endorsement. I mean, maybe there could be some cabinet placement after he finishes as governor.
Oh,
it's kind of like Sarah Palin. It's like there might be a place for her. It's not the vice president, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll take a look at it. Thank you for your endorsement. Thank you. I don't know, but did you see this morning Bill Clinton from last night? Let's take a look at it. What do you think, Sam?
I'm terrified.
He tells a U.S. Marine veteran to sit down and shut up, or shut up and listen. Sit down and shut up. I'm Zbigniew Brzezinski.
College friend. I did 8 years active duty service, 3 tours to Iraq. I had platoon of 31. I had 7 that were killed, 6 wounded beyond return. We got hit hard, and I know there's a lot of military, probably people in the crowd with military service members. And I'm anxious to get to the VA. You covering that? I'm not sure, so I wanted to get there. And hopefully you can get to it. But I mean, I know that we've had.
Let's talk about the VA now. We'll come back to this.
We have loved ones that we want to hear about and care about. And I have met with many of these Gold Star parents and families, so I've seen them.
What do you think should be done with the VA?
I've seen them mourn. And the thing is that we had 4 lives in Benghazi that were killed, and your wife tried to cover it up.
Oh! Sam, real quick, what are your thoughts right there?
He's nicer than the protesters are at Trump rallies.
I'm sorry, say again, Sam?
He's nicer than the protesters are at Trump rallies.
Gymnasium crowd. You can see the basketball hoop back there. Mr. Former President Bill Clinton's on stage, and this former U.S. Marine that was did some tours in Iraq and Afghanistan is what he said. And then he says Hillary lied, and the crowd boos, and it gets really disruptive from there. Sam, this is a whole big thing. Can I play some more of this? I don't think you've seen it yet.
No.
Go ahead. Going over those 4 lives. Those 4 lives, those 4 American lives. If someone lost their grandchild, their son, their brother, as I've talked, yes, I was a Marine. I was an infantry unit out in California. I was a Marine drill instructor out here at Paris Island.
Thank you for your service.
I trained every
Thank you for your service.
regardless
Okay.
of religion, race, color.
Okay, now can I answer?
All of them exactly the
This is America. I get the answer back. You listen to the hard
Sam, Sammy, that's a veteran.
He's hard to understand.
You listen to me. You want to have a right to answer? I'm not your commander-in-chief anymore, but if I were, I'd tell you to be more polite. Say, I'd like to listen.
Okay, regardless of what he's shouting and screaming, Sam, Clinton's waving him bye-bye as the sheriff. Sam.
Yes.
Oh, what happened? Did I just get cut off?
You froze for a minute.
Oh, man. The Clintons are on YouTube.
They are. That's
He just fucking blocked that shit, I swear to God. That was really weird. Whatever just happened was really weird. It was like it bumped me.
What did Bill say? He said, I'm not commander-in-chief anymore, but if I was, what?
But then some other lady jumped up and started screaming and yelling, saying that she was saying that Hillary was a big liar in Benghazi. And Sam, I don't know. Google just does not want me to play that anymore. Let me go to this. Let me go to this instead. Sam, let's shift gears. I posted earlier on my Facebook, which person right now running for president would grow the best beard in office? There you see Abraham Lincoln.
If you look at him without a beard, he looks like Gary Johnson.
Okay, so I mean, would Gary Johnson grow a cool Abraham Lincoln beard if he was elected president? Let's take everyone running for president right now. Who would grow the best beard? I mean, Marco Rubio said Donald Trump had a sweat mustache, but that made me think that Trump could probably grow a way better mustache than Rubio. Rubio looks like he couldn't even grow a mustache if he tried. It would look all like wispy and weird and fucking not right.
I don't know. I
don't know either. I mean,
Abraham Lincoln looks better without the beard, actually.
Do you think Abraham Lincoln, because you think he looks more like Gary Johnson?
I would love to see Gary Johnson.
All right, what about Hillary Clinton tonight? Tonight she is in South Carolina, Sammy.
I feel really bad for South Carolina.
Hillary in SC. Boom. Okay, let's see. Okay, last poll closes at 4:00 p.m. Pacific time, and it's only 11:15 in the morning here in
All the Black Lives Matter idiots got to her.
San Diego.
That's
Wait, what time is it there in Ohio, Sam?
2:50.
Now, Sam, you live in Ohio. Are you saving your vote close to your heart for Governor Kasich of Ohio?
Hey, Kasich is a good man. I do feel that Carson is being cheated. If you look at the last debate, even Carson said, "Hey, could somebody please attack me?" Or he's like, I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
And I agree. He's being cheated. Kasich and Carson.
Give it up for Ben.
Are not exactly libertarian.
No, wait.
I like those two.
Well, before you go any further, I posed the question: who would grow the best beard as president? I mean, obviously DLAKE for PREZ, but I think of the people that are running for president officially, Ben Carson's already got the best head start. I mean, he's got a good thing going. He's going to have a big Frederick Douglass beard or some shit like that. Like, he looks like he could grow a cool, like, Afro beard. Ben Carson does. Afro beard. My vote is for the guy who can grow the best Afro beard. I think it is Ben Carson. When I took a quiz online like 4 months ago, it said Ben Carson was like my #1 vote. But then, I don't know, Donald Trump kind of decimated him in a way. Remember the whole thing with the book? We talked about his book.
Ben's
Stuff from his book. He's like, he tried to hit his mom in the head with a hammer. Can't do that. And it was like, he went down. It's like, that's fucked up. He's like, he tried to stab with the belt buckle. That wouldn't work. And it's like, Ben Carson's like, what the fuck? Like, Trump can just be like, you're low energy. You don't have the strength or the stamina. You're a fucking choke artist. You're a fucking liar. Arrest my case. He like brands everybody like he's out there with like a cowpoke like, you're a fucking idiot. Bzz. You're a fucking dumbass. Bzz. You're the worst president ever. Bzz. You're the fucking lousiest Secretary of State ever. Bzz. And people are just like, yeah, man. But I'm the one that started it because I was down for Trump back in 2012. I'm like, dude, he should fucking run. I bet he would win.
I'm not going to vote Kasich. I'm going to vote Trump on the primary. I don't know if I'm voting in the election for Trump or for Johnson, but I'm definitely.
You're going to vote for Hillary Clinton, Sam. Just admit it.
It is. I bet you she could grow the best beard in the election. That's what I.
Yeah. Her beard is her quote unquote beard is gonna be Huma Abedin's pubes.
I could see that.
She'll shave Huma's pubes and wear it as a beard on her face.
On her face. It'll be nice.
On her Facebook.
Wow. Yeah.
Where's my lower third? Actually have that. All right, Sam. That's great. But everybody, Hillary Clinton,
best beard grower of 2016.
All the black people love Hillary Clinton. Is that right or wrong? Leave your messages below. Do black people love Hillary Clinton? She sings, she dances. She's like, I love fried chicken as much as you do. And there's no arguing with that. Of course you do. Everyone does. I love me some macaroni and cheese. Well, yeah, we all do. So when she's like, oh, hail Jesus Christ. It's like, yeah, we like that too. And Bernie's like, I believe when you sell the fried chicken, that deserves $15 an hour for the chicken. You know how long it takes to get the chickens to make them to be fried and served on a plate?
I think,
$15 an hour.
I do think what's funny is I don't know that everyone understands the reason I believe that people do ask for more money for those kinds of jobs, and you can see why. Only in the way that all of our good jobs have been sent away. There is no chance for advancement. There is no quote unquote American dreams.
So wouldn't the best thing to be bring the jobs back?
Exactly. And that's the primary reason. That's the primary reason I'm voting for Trump is the jobs, actually.
You gotta be greedy. You gotta be greedy. You gotta be greedy for the United States. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm on record saying isolate, but I mean, you have to isolate to a point. Like, I don't say isolate completely. I say our security perimeter is like an isolation of a sort that we trade outside of our strengthened boundaries. Strengthened boundaries. Oh man, I'm putting that out there. I love it. I'm gonna make a song. Strengthen the boundaries. The boundaries. Strengthen the boundaries. Strengthen the boundaries. No, with like a cool hip hop fucking sort of NWA. Strengthen.
There you go. There you go. See, now if you say it that way, you wouldn't have gotten the horn. If you had said it that way, that'd been great.
Yeah. Strengthen.
Yes.
Boundaries. All right. All right, you got me, Sam. There you go. All right. So is Bernie Sanders going to have any kind of surge in South Carolina because he got Spike Lee? It's like Hillary got Morgan Freeman to do voiceover.
I vote against anybody Spike Lee endorses just because it's from Spike Lee. If Spike Lee likes it, then do not vote for it.
If Spike Lee likes it, do the opposite of what he likes. He's Mars.
He's one of the most annoying, race-baiting, country-dividing morons. He's a miserable person.
He's made some good movies. He's like the little black Michael Moore.
Reminds me of that crybaby.
I mean, anyone is little compared to Michael Moore. I wasn't calling him little. I was just saying that, like, I mean, everyone's smaller than Michael Moore. So
it reminds me of that nitwit Rihanna, and all of them idiots that were whining about the Grammys. Get over yourselves already.
Okay, so the Oscars are coming up in just like a matter of days, and the Oscars are so white. And I don't want to. Well, that's probably skipping forward to entertainment news. Tonight, who's going to win in South Carolina? Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders? I mean, the results are coming up in like just like I don't know, later on, 5 hours from now.
Clinton has the momentum, unfortunately.
It's just like Hillary just goes in and we just pay all the colleges and the high schools and buy everyone free pizza and pita pockets, and we win. Everyone on welfare gets a fucking one-time check, and they're all happy. And everyone just comes out and cha-chings it for fucking that one day. It's like free fucking bullshit day. And everyone's like, oh, cool.
The people
get a fucking slice of pizza, a pita pocket, some other bull crap. A taco. They're like, we're winning with the Hispanic vote because we gave out the most fucking free tacos on election day. You know, I used to live on the border of U.S. and Mexico in Tecate, and it's kind of hard for me to imagine a 40-foot wall out there, but I used to cross the border all the time back in the 90s and get tacos and stuff, and it was always pretty awesome and an amazing experience. You always kind of knew, though, that you weren't in America in a weird way because you knew you were in Mexico. Tecate there was a little bit different.
You just walked over illegally?
What do you mean illegally? You would just cross through the border, and the sheriffs were all weird, and the dogs were like
Oh, I thought you meant you. I thought you meant
I get tacos down at my fucking place. Like,
I thought you meant you snuck over just to prove a point. I'm like, that's
I don't know. I fucking went off on a fucking tangent there. I got a little sidetracked. Kind of forgot where I was going with all that.
Uh-oh. Did you just?
No, that's what happens. Where was I?
Did you just have a Romney? Oh.
I just had a fucking Rick Perry. I'm like, there's 5.
It's more of a Rick Perry. You're right. It's more of a Rick Perry.
I just had a Marco Rubio.
Well,
No,
I'll tell you what.
Sam, got a ton of viewers and I'm fucking it up. Go ahead, Sam. Take over.
You're having trouble remembering things. Listen to this. Globalnews.ca. Ontario man missing for almost 30 years suddenly remembers who he is.
That's what's happening. I'm just remembering who I am. Oh my God, Sam. Sam.
A
I feel
nearly
like
40-year-old
brothers. Tell me this story. No, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, I fucked it up, but Sam did an amazing segue right there. Sam, everyone wants to hear this story. Let's get to it. I'm going to screen share this bitch. Go ahead.
A nearly 30-year-old missing persons case has been solved after an Ontario man who disappeared in 1986 suddenly remembered his identity. Edgar Ladeloup was 21 when he was last seen at a bus station at Kitchener, Ontario. On Wednesday, Niagara Regional Police, they made it sound like its own country. National Regional Police said he was found roughly 130 kilometers away from St. Catharines, Ontario. A now 51-year-old man, after he began remembering pieces of his identity, and gave his name to a social worker. Constable Philip Gavin of the Niagara Regional Police told Global News when he arrived at St. Catharines that he suffered a head injury that left him with limited memory at the time. And then 1 month ago, he began remembering something. DLAKE, can you get this man on our show? In early January, Mr. Ladeloup had the opportunity to interact with the local social worker. And during the course of that discussion, he thought his real name was Ladeloup, Gavin said. He had some breaks in his memory and at some points of clarity about his identity. And he said that through some online sleuthing, the social worker discovered there was a 30-year-old man missing persons case involving an Edgar Ladeloup, last seen in Kitchener, Waterloo area. Police had believed the man who was developmentally delayed took a bus to Niagara Falls area but were unable to locate him. Developmentally delayed, it must be the new way they're wording this. Ladeloup had originally come forward in January to St. Catharines Police and provided a DNA sample and was sent to the Center of Forensics, so they know he's telling the truth here. Some health institutions as well just hopes that maybe someone might have come across him, and instead it came to him himself. Amazing story, I'm sure, for his family as well there on the science front. What do you think?
I think what the okay. I think what the hell are these pictures here, Sam?
That's him. Can you get the video he had or not?
No, I mean, what do you mean that's him? Because those two pictures side by side are the same fucking exact picture. One with long hair, one with short hair, but it's the same picture. The glasses are identical in the photos. The backgrounds are identical. I mean, why is that two versions of the same guy? One with short hair, one with long hair.
I don't know.
What is this Photoshop? This is like probably not even a real. I don't know what this story is. No, but I read this one, but the picture is what's tripping me out. But yeah, things took a dramatic turn whilst en route to Niagara Falls. He remembered who he was. And then he came back and his mom's like, "You owe me $5 million." And he's like, "What the fuck?"
It's all coming back to me now.
What was your other story that you had going on,
He got me back, listeners. He got me back. Hey, we got one more. Speaking of excellent news on the science front, a double dose of good news for everyone. This is from SGT report. It says the corporate media antidote. 50-year-old man cures lung cancer. That's if you get lung cancer, you're usually done. He cured it with cannabis oil and stuns CBS News. This is not small time when you're talking about a network that large. Not too long ago, a 50-year-old man from Illinois was diagnosed with incurable, inoperable lung and pericardial heart sac cancer. Let's just say he was rotting from the inside out. The doctors told him that he had about a year to live, but he could undergo chemotherapy to extend his life. As you may or may not know, the survival rate of lung cancer is incredibly grim. I'm going to open up the stat here. It is estimated that never mind, they got it right here. The prognosis for stage 1A non-cell lung cancer is less than 50%. Sadly, this drops as the cancer progresses. For stage 4 patients, the likelihood of a recovery is 1%. 1 out of 100. Aware of the odds against him, patient Darren Miller decided to supplement his chemotherapy treatments with cannabis oil. Clearly, he didn't just want to extend his life, he wanted to save it. After researching the benefit of cannabis oil and reading hundreds of other people's personal stories of the healing, and there's a link to it, Miller was confident treatment was right for him. It says Miller's wife quit her job so they could qualify for medical assistance, and they moved to California where he could supplement with the controversial treatment legally. 7 months later, he is officially cancer-free and has to prove it. There you go. A double of amazing freaking good news here on News from the Sun today. Reminds us of our friend,
amazing. Yeah, we've talked to other people that have been taking like the oils and stuff. I mean, that's the thing, Sam. I mean, like some people smoke it, but I mean that doesn't have the same benefits and attractions as like the oils and stuff, right?
At least not in the same concentrations. It reminds me of hemp oil girl. Remind everybody who hemp oil girl is. Our most amazing guest ever, perhaps.
Yeah, we got to catch up with her. That was an amazing interview. We'll post that down below in the description and the link, Sam. You caught me off guard there.
Yes. Amazing girl that's curing herself little by little with hemp oil.
Yeah. We can go look it up. We can go look up our amazing interview. Look, Google TMS Hemp Girl. We're on images. The media speaks.
Yeah, that'll do it. You're going to want to come, friend. You're going to want to go, and you're going to want to see that.
Oh, the 420 show it was?
Yes, it was. 2011. And she's still...
Oh, look, it went to Planet InfoWars, Sam. Yeah, Christina Marie, hemp oil enthusiast.
3 years. Brain cancer, friends. 3 years. There she is. 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Still alive. I see her post sometimes. Still alive.
That was a 420 show. What does that tell you, folks? The 420 show.
Back when Kyle still cared about us. So what else you got, David Lake? What do you got?
Kyle was on that show. Sam, well, you're the fucking one taking me down goddamn memory lane.
Well, we could.
I'm feeling for PREZ. Check it out. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today on themediaspeaks.com. No, Sam. It's good to go. Why'd you say it's good to go down memory lane? Sam, let's get back to the political news that everyone likes when we talk about.
It's true. Let's face it.
Well, Super Tuesday is coming up. next week. It's Saturday, there's Sunday, and then there's a day called Monday, and the next thing you know, it's fucking Super Tuesday. Who do you think is going to super sweep all the states named Donald Trump through the states of the primary on the GOP, and who do you think that will be?
It'll be Trump, but I'm telling you, I realized when I saw it.
Who will win Texas, in your opinion, if you were a gambling man? Keep in mind, Nevada just voted. Las Vegas just voted. Who do you think will win Texas? They're all putting their money down. They just voted Trump, but who do you think will win Texas?
I really think it's Trump because Trump is one of the most anti-Hillary.
Trump will beat Cruz in Texas, and then
that done.
Do you think that Trump will beat Ted Cruz in Texas?
Yes.
And then what? I mean, what's Cruz going to do after that?
Regret attacking Trump so much that he has no chance of getting the vice presidential election.
Do you think that Trump can beat Marco Rubio in Florida, where he has Mar-a-Lago, golf courses and amazing properties and stuff?
I'm sure of that.
He considers it his home, a second home, Florida. Do you think what?
I'm more sure of that. Oh, yeah. He was saying today on the speech before we went live that Rubio couldn't get elected as a dog catcher in Florida.
Marco Rubio sweats. And
he said he puts his makeup on with a trowel. Somebody typed trowel.
Yeah. Oh, I had a whole thing. I was gonna play another video.
Do it.
With Trump when he was talking about frickin' Mitt Romney.
Yeah, he was saying
try to find it.
Romney wants him to release his taxes while he's going through an audit.
Yeah, Sam, talk about the Mitt Romney thing for a second.
And Romney hasn't even hadn't even given his taxes in the same time frame that he's expecting Trump to do it. But he's condemning Trump for not doing it while Trump's in the middle of an audit. So, I mean, again, Romney, as always, on the wrong side of the facts. Let's release the information while I'm going through an audit. We don't really know what the information is.
Sorry, Sam.
He looks fast. He's found it already. But yeah, it really release the information when the information is being disputed. Go ahead and release it. As if Trump signed up for his own audit. Everybody signs up, their dream is to be audited. A friend of mine said, "Isn't it convenient that he would be audited?" I'm like, how? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It's like, nobody chooses to be audited. You either are or you're not. You don't. It's not something Trump did. It's not a convenient duck. He's being audited. Leave him alone.
Yeah, for sure. This was the one that I wanted to play.
Romney, how about this beauty? Runs one of the worst campaigns in the history of politics. He should have beaten Obama easily. And for 2 months, he disappeared. Nobody knows where he was. And say what you want. Obama was on Jay Leno, David Letterman. He was on every show. And Romney was like a lost soul. I don't know what happened to this guy. And then he comes out and tells me about my taxes. And actually, if you know the real story, Harry Reid shamed him and made him look like a baby. And Harry Reid pushed him and really made him look so stupid and weak. And when did Romney file his return, right? What's today's date? Today is what? Come on, tell me.
Yesterday, February 2016.
Okay. So, you know when Romney filed his return? September 21st.
No.
That's a long time from now. This guy, what a terrible, I endorsed him. And about 2 weeks later, I said, he's never going to win. Number one, when you walk into a stage, you cannot walk like a penguin. You walk like a penguin. I said, this is a problem. Somebody tell him.
Sammy said Mitt Romney walked like a penguin.
Take some steps. Anyway, Romney turned out to be a disaster, but I know he'll support Rubio. He probably has no choice. Honestly, if he wanted to support me, I would not accept his support. I really do. Because we have to be honest, right?
We have to be.
We have to be honest.
Yes.
And I will say this, just to show you great loyalty. I supported John McCain, and we lost. I supported Mitt Romney, and we lost. This time I said, I'm going to do it myself, okay? Big difference.
All right, Sam, I think it's a big difference. Do you think it's a big difference?
I think that I don't understand what the big deal is. He already turned in his other tax information before, and now they're just hounding him on it again. I don't think it's going to be that much different, actually. I think it's going to be a big anticlimactic ending.
Are you offended when some of these mainstream publications blame the voters in certain states? I mean, your state hasn't voted yet. My state hasn't voted yet. But other states, the voters have voted. And then the newspaper comes out and says, you guys are a bunch of fucking stupid idiots. And do you think that that's fair?
I think, excuse me. I think they're gonna use every possible dirty trick they can in the book to derail any time a conservative does well. Not the least of which is Donald Trump. And I think as this goes on, you're going to find that the establishment does not endorse him. He just needs to make sure now that he does.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's in the whole article that I had about the elites and stuff. It's like, yo, check it out. We're coming for you, man. And Mr. Christie had attacked Mr. Rubio. Yeah. And Mr. Trump, by contrast, made frequent calls to Mr. Christie. Oh, it talks about how Rubio is struggling to get like Mitt Romney and Chris Christie. He was trying to get him. Rubio was trying to get him. But they're like, we're segueing into Trump. And like, there's even a lot of news media that's segue into Trump. And like, he's garnering all the votes. And I'm like, I called it from the very beginning. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Even my sister yesterday on Facebook was like, oh, DLAKE, I'm posting, my thoughts and opinions. She was on The Apprentice. She met, she worked interactively with Donald Trump, the president.
I see you said the president. I like that.
If he were to become the president, if and when. Dude, there was just an article this week. There's a 97 to 99% chance that he'll become the president by a poll that has predicted every president except one time. Fucking 12 or something.
I saw that. I did see that. It was like,
Did you see that one?
I think it was.
And it's like,
person planning.
and the week before that, there was a college that does a mock election kind of thing that predicted Donald Trump as well. They did it's like a not a caucus. Well, it's kind of like a caucus or a mock, like a mock convention. The convention, it's a mock convention, but they predicted the Trump, and they also have a record of predicting with overwhelming majority of what they say is the eventuality.
Hey, mock convention.
Yes.
Or
eventuality. That's
convention.
The eventuality. Right now, it is an eventuality. That's like I'm in the Matrix. I'm all the eventuality. Is that a real word? The eventuality? I think eventuality is like the overall outcome of everything.
Yes, it is.
All right, cool, great.
Speaking of overall outcomes, as we go into entertainment, you know what time it is, DLAKE.
Not that.
NBC News. Japanese actor killed during rehearsal with prop samurai sword.
Sam, what is this, your obituary?
By Corky Cismasco. I have the most unusual obituary I think that I've ever brought to the show. A play rehearsal turned deadly in Japan when an actor was stabbed in the stomach with a samurai sword, and police Tuesday were investigating whether it was an accident or murder. Diego Cascino groaned after his abdomen was punctured Monday with a 28-inch weapon, witnesses said. He died several hours after he was rushed to a Tokyo hospital from the studio, the Japanese Times reported. Now investigators are questioning the other actors to see if any of them saw what happened before the 33-year-old Cascino doubled over. An autopsy has been scheduled to determine the exact cause of death, the Japanese media reported. I have not heard an update on this since. It's dated the 16th. So I don't know if you have DLAKE, but this is odd, especially when you remember it was a lot of people wondered when Brandon Lee died. What's a live gun doing on a movie set? That wasn't what it was. Unfortunately for Brandon Lee, I liked quite a bit. Unfortunately, it was a misfiring of a blank that killed him.
Right.
But this is strange here. You got any update on that DLAKE?
So, you're a kung fu expert. Well then, let's test your style.
Oh, Japanese actor killed by prop samurai sword. By a prop, though? Is this the one? It's frightening.
Your kung fu was much better than that. So then,
Japanese, not Chinese.
I know.
Yeah, DLAKE, that's my entertainment news. Well, I already told you Rihanna skipped the Grammys. We already went straight to that.
Oh, you mean the Academy Awards? The Academy.
You know you wait for it, DLAKE. You know you wait for it. You wait for my entertainment.
This is the entertainment news. Who else died?
That's the one I've got this time. I mean, I don't go out of my way to look for them. I just
No, I'm sure he was a great samurai sword expert. I mean, I'm not denying that he was.
It is actually very sad, and I hope it is an accident. I hope it's
The guy that died, though, was going against the guy with the samurai sword. It's like, dude, you fucking swing that bitch all around, you fuck everyone up. I remember Jean-Claude Van Damme was in a lawsuit because he kicked the guy too hard.
Really? I took martial arts for a while. I got to do some sword work. I'm not like an expert or anything, but I mean, sometimes you.
I'm like Marco Rubio. I'm like, go Google it. He fucking kicked a guy fucking 25 years ago. Kicked him right in the chin.
Did he kill him?
No, he didn't kill him, but he injured the guy pretty bad. You know, he deserves millions of dollars. And Jean-Claude has millions of dollars, so he deserves it. The other guy does.
In the
He got kicked. He kicked him. Making the movie. All is fair. It's only justice, man. No, I'm like, what's his name? I don't know. I forgot his name. What did I have in entertainment news, Sam? That's a good question. I haven't watched much this past week. Well, I mean, I was trying to catch up on the news. Fuck you, Sam. What do I have?
I've been watching Dark Shadows, the old television show. I'm on like episode 12. It's freaking amazing.
I've been watching Better Call Saul. I guess that's all I got. I said that last week, though, so I didn't want to repeat myself. I don't want to be like a Marco, a fucking Robo.
What was it?
Better Call Saul.
from last week? What was it?
Better Call Saul. That's the name of the show.
Okay.
It's like a spin-off from Breaking Bad, but it's a prequel to Breaking Bad because all the events happened before Breaking Bad. And if you like Breaking Bad, you'll like Better Call Saul. And like I kind of been waiting for what's up, and it just like came out on Netflix. What I'm really looking forward to the most though on Netflix is Daredevil season 2 because they already showed a preview with the Punisher, one of my favorite Marvel comic book characters, the Punisher, and another preview with another amazing Daredevil inspired integrated character, Elektra. It's Daredevil, one of my most awesome, my number one favorite Marvel comic books character is Daredevil, and they're gonna have the fucking Punisher and Elektra in the series. The Hand. The Hand is a ninja clan, okay? There's a ninja clan of assassins known as the Hand. They're going to be in the shit. And they're all going to be fighting, and it's going to be crazy. And, like, season 3 can only mean one thing, and that's Bullseye. Everything's going to lead up to season 3, Bullseye. I predict right now on this show, Netflix, DLAKE for PREZ, Daredevil #1 fan. Netflix should hire me tomorrow. We're all leading up to season 3 Bullseye. I totally fucking called it. Just put me on the fucking scripting right now. God damn it. DLAKE for PREZ, themediaspeaks.com. Thank you. No, seriously. Okay, Sam, that's just my entertainment. I'm like Leonardo DiCaprio accepting my award speech tomorrow night. I'm Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm kind of like Kanye West because I'm the best at everything. And you know that. I mean, you've been dissing me for years. And I know I didn't win for all those other movies that I was, nominated for. But this year, I won the bitch. And I love you all. Thank you. Good night. And also don't forget that we all love Sam I.B. DiGangi from The Correct Views. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
And you can find us. You can find us online for even more of this. You can do so. You can find me at the correct views at hotmail.com.
There goes Sam. He's like telling everyone where they can find us. He's in a big rush and a hurry to go take a nap.
Well, I mean, it sounded like you took your acceptance speech. I thought it was like you.
I was dropping the mic. Sam was like, "We're out of here. Get us out of here, Sam. Go ahead."
You can get a hold of me at hotmail.com. The correct views on hotmail.com. You can get a hold of us at the Media Speaks. We need you watching this. We want David Lake sitting where he is. We want me sitting where I am. We have an empty seat. We have an empty seat. We want you to fill it. So let us know if you're interested in doing that. And we will see to it that it happens for you. DLAKE, where can they find you at?
You know what's so funny when you said that? Because I'm like, next week we should set it up so that we have a third cam. We'll set up a third cam that's just empty seat, empty chair. Like Clint Eastwood. We'll have Clint Eastwood with an empty chair and say, "This is your chair," and you can sit here. Because, I mean, come on. We're the 3 musketeers here, and we're 1 musketeer short. So help us get it together. Be on the show. This is stuff that it was wise of Sam to say at the beginning of the show last week. We'll try to do it again next week. We do it every other week. But it's going to be great, and you're going to be part of the show.
Pour juice on your chin.
We know you have the wisdom.